welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another flashback review, and this is of the Montegrappa, and this is the Montegrappa Extra 1930, and it's a Shiny Lines Dove. Now, this is a pen that I purchased and arrived in, I think it was December 2019. So we're looking at, what, 5 years old now, just over 5 years old. Now, this is a beauty pen. It is a pen that was a Goulet exclusive, and you'll see here, if I can take a look at this, I do have the exclusive there, and it is 80, and I just needed to check that loop. This is a limited edition one of 80, and this is number 14. So this was a Goulet exclusive, long sold out, and very glad that I picked this up. I did and ah about it a lot before actually pulling the trigger on this pen. I had spoken to Brian Goulet at the time, and as always, there wasn't much of a discount, although Brian did say that he would give me a little bit of a discount to offset the cost of import into the UK. Really glad that I picked this one up. I get a lot of messages about this pen. Will I sell it? And where can I get one? And as I said, these are long sold out, and honestly, no, I will not sell this pen. I absolutely love the shiny lines and also the shiny circles celluloid. And that's what this is. It's the shiny lines. And I just think it really does sparkle. So for me, this is a pen that I will probably keep for the entirety of my collection over the years. I do not foresee myself selling this pen. It's a Montegrappa pen. It's an Extra 1930. As much as I like the colours and that of the Maya or the Mia, I prefer the 1930. This is sterling silver cap bands and trims. You can see here it says Montegrappa, and then you've got the dove of peace there as well. And if I unscrew the cap, you'll see here the dove of peace nib that Goulet were able to get Montegrappa to put on this pen, and it is a number 8 size nib as well. You can see the very contoured ebonite feeder there. It is a piston filling pen. It is a celluloid section as well, which really at the time was what sold this to me. At the time, I didn't like the silver sections because they tarnished a lot and you'd have to polish them. It doesn't bother me now, to be honest. I've actually warmed up to that. Would I prefer a celluloid section? Yes, I would, over a silver section. But the silver, having to polish it, doesn't worry me. And this here probably could do, it's a little bit dull. It probably could do with a little bit of a polish there. But I haven't polished it more recently. Like I said, this is a piston filling pen, so it holds around about 1.2 milliliters of ink. I can post the cap, but it doesn't post deeply, and it posts onto that piston knob. And if you've seen a lot of my videos about posting of pens, I typically do not like to post on celluloid or urushi, and also I don't like it when a cap posts onto the piston knob, because there's more of a chance of you snapping that knob off when you try to remove that cap if you push it on quite heavily. Or let's say by accident you drop the pen with the cap posted onto that piston knob. So from that perspective, I don't normally prefer to do that. It's a fairly decent size in my hand. It's not a short pen, it's not a long pen though, but it's about right. What do I like? What do I not like about this pen? Well, I obviously bought it. I like the shiny lines celluloid, and I just think that this sparkles a lot. What do I dislike about this pen? Well, there is some dislike, and I think, in hindsight, I think when it arrived, I thought it was a bit too short. I don't think it is too short now, but uh, as you know, I do like longer pens and more girthier pens. The other thing I would say is that the shiny lines material here, because of the way that this celluloid is, and that probably is one of the other issues there. And you're never going to get this 100% straight, but it looks as though those lines are a little bit curvy, and I think that's why I prefer the shiny circles celluloid, because you don't notice that curvature so much, whereas you do on the shiny lines. Now, this material originally came out in a Montegrappa Extra Otto. I still don't own one of those Extra Ottos in this celluloid. I still would love to own one, but the prices on the second-hand market are pretty high, and I just do not want to pay that kind of money for it. I actually paid a very good price for this, and I think I really did well on this one, and I got a little bit of a discount from Brian at Goulet Pens at the time. This was a Goulet exclusive in the Extra 1930. I think you could, a while back, actually have these made to order in an Extra 1930, if my memory serves me correct. But I don't believe I've seen any. Most of the time they are the Extra Ottos. And to be honest, I do like the Extra Ottos. I have, I think, one, maybe two. I think it's one in my collection. And I do like the Extra Ottos. So if I can at some point pick one up for, I want to say, a reasonable price, I'm not going to go over the odds and pay more than the original retail price. But if I can, I probably would. But I love this pen. It's a beautiful writing pen, and I love the celluloid on here. So I think with that, let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a Cypress Eggshell 01, a Cypress Eggshell 05A, a Cypress Eggshell 06, a Pelikan M1000 Radon Sunlight. We have the Montegrappa Extra 1930 Shiny Lines Dove. We have the Montegrappa, and this is the Bartolomeo Ferracina in the shiny circles that I was mentioning. We have the Montegrappa Game of Thrones Winter is Here. We have a Tweacoat Seishu Dragon in red and a Tweacoat Seishu Dragon in green. And then we have a Mont Blanc Writer's Edition, and this is the Jane Austen. So I think let's now go and do a writing sample. So this is the Montegrappa Extra 1930 Shiny Lines Dove, and it's a medium 18 karat gold. It's a number 6 nib. The ink in here today is Diamine Earl Grey, and that is an ink that I am fairly sure that I have dedicated to this pen, and I've not changed inks whatsoever on this pen. In terms of line variation, you're definitely getting a medium, Western medium line out of it. If I want to push it, I can definitely get towards a broad. It's got a bit of a bouncy nib, and you can see that here. And a little bit there of railroading. And then if I continue through the vertical lines, there's no hard starts or skips. So that is quite a well-tuned nib. In terms of ink wetness, I do know that this is quite a wet nib, and this is why I like this nib quite a lot. As you can see there, it is certainly a wet nib. So what do I like? What do I not like about the pen? Well, clearly I have bought this pen and I've kept it in my collection all this time. I really do like that Shiny Lines celluloid. I liked that it was, at the time, a Goulet exclusive. Um, it is long sold out. I love how this pen writes. It's a pen that I've kept in my collection since the end of 2019. And like I said earlier on, I don't have any intention of selling this pen. Like, will I ever sell it? Probably. Like, if an amazing deal comes up where somebody wants to offer me 3 or 4 times the price I paid for it, then yes, quite possibly. I still think though that as much as that would be great, I think I would have FOMO after selling it. And I think so far I have not had any FOMO or regrets from selling pens that I have had in my collection in the past. But I'm sure there will be some if I sell a pen like this. So I don't intend selling this pen, but you never know. So there you have it. That's my flashback review of the Montegrappa Extra 1930 Shiny Lines Dove in a medium 18 karat gold nib. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.